Hi everyone. In this video, we are going to talk about the networking in general for business student. So first of all, I'm going to talk about the networking plan. So I like to point out the 4 things when you plan out doing the networking. 1, you have to begin early. Number 2, you have to identify the target companies and come up with a priority. And number 3, find the relevant contacts. And number 4, you have to follow up your initial networking. So begin early. You have to begin the networking as early as possible. Even if you build a good relationship with a person from a company that you want to work for, if their recruiting season is over because you started too late, there's no point of networking, because considering the fact that networking is all about getting a job. And the second thing next thing you need to do for effective networking is to identify the target companies that you want to work for. Target companies, and on top of the target company, you also have to set a priority, how much time you want to spend doing the networking. And third thing is you have to find the relevant contacts. Relevant contacts mean the person or the person who can answer a lot of your questions about recruiting processes and also about the company, and the person who can make an impact in hiring you or giving you an opportunity to interview. So after you come up with a list of target companies, priority, and relevant contact, you start networking. And the most important thing after you start networking is to follow up. A lot of people fail to do so because after they get their questions and their questions answered initially, but this is where you can differentiate yourself from your peers, because you have to make sure that you are still interested in a company, and you have to show your passion, and you have to show your interest in the company. So next thing we're going to talk about is the networking channels, and Sergio is going to be talking about this topic.
Hi everyone, I'm going to talk about the networking channels, and it's important here to mention that it's really important to manage all these channels appropriately, because recruiters really value how you manage all these things. So I'm going to talk about the most important networking channel. So I think the most important one is the corporate presentations. So in this type of event, companies go to campus, they go to Ross, and they set up a room, and they make a presentation about their operations, and then they talk about recruiting opportunities. So after the speaker is over, so there's usually a cocktail, and you have to reach out to the speakers and ask questions that are quite smart, and those questions shouldn't be that obvious, and the answers shouldn't be quite easily available in their website.